go ahead. Let's go ahead and start this up right here, man. Let's start with the quarterback first, and then let's go ahead and get it with that and go down the line. So with the quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
I see more positives about Aiden O'Connell than I do about Gardner Minshew, right? I see AOC look slimmer. I see that, he's gotten his accuracy up, gotten his mobility up, right? Yeah. Saw a little couple clips with him on the run, still accurate, right? Looked a little quicker. So, from what we've seen so far, who would you say has kind of, from what you've seen, what you've heard, would you say kind of has the edge so far? We know it's not the end all be all, but
right. No, absolutely. And I'm glad you brought it up at the beginning, because all of the people that actually watched the show on Tuesday know how I left the show off. I didn't pick anybody. I left it even Steven.
Right.
I wanted to wait for my guy to get back and have this conversation right now. You already know who I'm going with. It's AOC. It's AOC all day. I mean, if it's a tie, it's AOC.
Definitely is.
If it's a hair, it's AOC. I mean, it's got to be a decent size, win, if you will, from my opinion. I look at this as a boxing match. I look at this as AOC being the champ. You got to knock the champ out. You know what I'm saying? So I Minshew's got some more work to do. His accuracy hasn't looked good at all, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the one thing I have seen.
He hasn't looked as good as, I'm just, and I understand we in booty shorts and tank tops, but you still got to pay attention to what's going on. And
I've seen a couple air throws, I ain't going to lie.
Exactly. I mean, my guy is on point. Look, I told everybody from the jump, I said, give this man a full off season,
right,
with an offensive coordinator and a playbook. Right. Tell me I haven't been saying that for
No, you definitely have.
I told y'all this man was going to transform.
Where I'm at right now is this.
I knew it.
I think that, just based off what we've seen, right? This is what we've seen. And now, everybody knows you like AOC. I've said I think AOC going to beat Gardner, but just keeping it plain off what I've seen, AOC has looked better. In every clip I've seen and everybody that's talking, right, AOC has looked better. That's what I'm getting from everything, right? It's like we're putting the puzzle together, but the pieces are scattered everywhere. Like, that's what we're doing, right? Because we're not at practice. We don't know what the ins and outs of the play scheme or whatever's going on. So we're trying to piece together from clips. So Aiden O'Connell, I think he has the edge of right now. And if he wins the job, great. But everybody just letting y'all know, I always got to come in with this. Even if he wins the job, it's not the end all be all, because you got to play the Chargers week 1 and week 2. You got to play Baltimore. And if that don't tell you if this is the dude, I don't know what will. You know what I mean? So even winning the job, it's not over. You feel what I'm saying? He's got to. There's more to prove, even if he wins the job.
It's not even scratching the surface, to be honest.
No, not at all.
You haven't won anything other than the job to lead, and that's about it. And
you can very well mess that up in a matter of a game.
Exactly. Nobody's looking for anybody to come out here and be a hero. Right. You have more weapons than most teams in the NFL that are proven weapons. And it's just time to facilitate the game the way it's made to be facilitated by a quarterback, man.
Yes,
that
for sure. First of all, number one, shout out to my guy OJ.
Yeah,
you can make it. Daily reminder, AOC QB1. And as you can see, my guy's been a member for 2 months. I'm going to start doing some more special episodes for y'all, right? I'm going to lead the lives for everybody. But as far as recorded episodes and all that, I'm going to start putting that out for some of my members, man. And y'all know what goes on in recorded episodes, man. That's where the deep thoughts come in, right? We start doing all that. But shout out to my guy OJ, had to put it on there. Doppelganger in the building.
Right.
Salute to you. Let's see. Raiders Resistance said media day is on the 10th. So that's next week. Yeah, that's next week.
4 days.
And you got to give a little shout out to my guy, Jack Kenner.
Jack Hanna in the building.
Right? Matt's in the building as well. Can't judge mobility on OTAs. Preseason will determine who the real starter is. I mean, I don't know about that. I think you can judge mobility. You can judge mobility. I'm not gonna say you can judge who's gonna start, but I see he moving a little quicker than what I saw last year.
No, and that's the thing. Everybody, there's no way you cannot see that this man has truly changed his body over the course of this offseason. It's very apparent. Yeah. And with that, absolutely is going to come some mobility and agility. That's just facts, ladies and gentlemen.
I will give you that, sir. I will give you that. He has slimmed himself down.
Absolutely.
He has slimmed himself down to a tad. I'm not going to say he's the most slim dude because, I mean, he's got a chubby face. It is what it is, right? But I can definitely see the change in body. For sure.
And normally I agree with Matt, man. Me and Matt, we be there, but that one, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, Matt.
We're just talking about, right, and that's not saying, even if he does get the mobility up, that's not him saying like, oh my God, he's going to win the job. But at the end of the day, just looking objectively, I saw what his dad looked like last year, and now I see what he looks like this year. It's considerably better. I'll just put it like that. It's considerably better.
Correct.
Michael 918 in the building. This guy's starting to get the guys in here, man. Salute to everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes, my guys. Still salute to him, right? Sam in the building, man. My guy Sam.
Yeah.
Either way, with Minshew, our QB floor is really high if AOC slips up or gets in.
Yes.
I'll agree with that one, though. I'll definitely agree with that one.
You know what? You know what? I do want to bring it up because the reality is we really don't have a third string quarterback.
Not really.
Yeah, we don't have a third string quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to keep it 100. It is a little nerve wracking. Look, you already know. The Ultimate Raider Fan Show 32. We went through the quarterbacks with the fine-tooth comb. Mr. Brown Jr. is not going to cut it as the third-string quarterback, regardless of what I've seen. I just don't see the capabilities. Is Carson Bradley going to be that guy? I highly doubt it there either. I think we need a quarterback. I think we need a valid.
You know what, man? I can be like this. I'll go ahead and be like this right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nobody if the shit don't go the way it's supposed to go. I don't want to hear anybody talking about, oh, we should have moved up. No, don't even say it to me. Right? It already hurts. You feel what I'm saying? God forbid this man, come out here, Jaden Daniels, and had that CJ Stroud type season. Now and we don't have no good quarterback play. Oh God, bro, I'm gonna.
But it was nothing we could do though. Rundown. We tried to go get him. We tried.
Yeah, we can do. It is what it is. It's like a lot of people didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just didn't want to do it. So that's the whole thing. I'm like,
right.
All right, you don't want to do it.
I was willing.
Right. So if you didn't want to do it, this is what we're left with. So regardless of the outcome, you have to be okay with the outcome. If you did not want to move up for a quarterback, you have to, because this is what you're saying. This is basically what you defaulted to is AOC versus Gardner. There was no other option if you weren't going to move up or do none of that, right?
Well, I got a question for you. What's your thoughts on? There's been rumors about Mr. Trey Lance. What's your thoughts on that?
That's ugly.
Yeah. Well, you don't like it?
If we're stuck with that,
well, the reason being too is because if you think about it, the guy we have now was there with the 49ers when they drafted him. So he was part of that drafting. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, right? We got him now and we stuck with him at least for this season. So, I'm just thinking in terms of we need another. I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and act like Trey Lance isn't more than likely better than the two that we have, because I would have to put my money on Trey Lance. Don't get me wrong. I mean, to be honest, Brown has the clear most experience and can actually, probably maintain a game one or two. But I don't know.
Me personally,
it's just a thought.
I wouldn't be a fan of that. I wouldn't be a fan of that because I would just say, like, you know, it don't look good for his career. I put it like that. Like if he got beat out by Purdy, right? Then you go to Dallas with no hopes of ever playing, to be honest, because let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean, right? Dak, if he don't go nowhere, he's never playing. He's never gonna play unless something freaky happens to Dak Prescott, and that's not what we wish. So
no,
he ain't seeing no field.
I don't know, man. You never know, Dak. They might get tired of Dak, like we got tired of Carr.
That happens.
Get something for him.
That happens in short. But me personally, I've never been a fan of, let's wait to see like what that team does with their QB 2 or 3, and maybe you know what I mean? Like I've never been
I agree. No, I
just keep who you got. If it don't work out this year, so be it, right? Deion's son is out there next year. I'll be all right.
Well, we'll be available.
You know what I'm saying? That dude from Georgia's there. We'll be all right. You know what I mean? Yeah. We'll be fine. We go ahead, grab one of that. If one of these two dudes ain't the answer, then it is what it is.
No, I agree. We have what we need for this year. We can build on it. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Yeah. It's just one position. Don't get me wrong. I know it's the most important position, but it is just one position. So once we finally do land it, if we haven't already, then good to go, man.
True. So OJ says ability's going to dictate the starter, then it's obvious Gardner Minshew will be named the starter, but that's not the case. Much more to add to QB competition. No, and we're not saying that that's going to win the job, but we're saying it's a factor for AOC because it only heightens his ability, right? His skill set. A dude with the accuracy, and that's his calling card. Really, that's what anything he's ever gonna lean on is gonna be accuracy. That's what it's gonna be.
100%. Yeah, because he doesn't have a strong arm. Like he doesn't got all those other intents.
Exactly. His biggest thing is accuracy. So if he, from what we've heard, has gotten even better accuracy this year, and if he can just move a tick faster, just a tick, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That is all you need. Man, Michael says, how is the channel not at 100K subs? You know what, bro? We don't know. Sometimes it takes people a little minute to catch on. You feel what I'm saying? It takes people a little minute to catch on. But y'all here early. So everybody that's here before it really blow up, you already know what time it is. We're going to hold a special little community before this thing really blow up.